Hello everyone, welcome to our channel today. Today we continue to discuss the formula to clear the summer heat. In this category, we're going to discuss several formula. In this video, we're going to talk about 新家香如印. Xin Jia Xiang Ru Yin is actually from Xiang Ru Yin. Xiang Ru. This formula is named after the main herbs of this formula, Xiang Ru. Let's see the ingredients of this formula. Xiang Ru, 银花, 鲜扁豆花, 厚朴, 连翘. The symptoms of this formula, the patient have fever, headache, aversion to cold, no sweating. Thirsty, red face, oppressed chest, and the coating on the tongue is white, greasy coating. The pulse is floating and rapid. As you can see from these symptoms, we actually can put in two categories or in two groups. The first, fever, headache, aversion to cold. Why the patient aversion to cold? And when we discuss here, we said this category we're going to discuss is for summer heat. It's heat, but why the patient also have aversion to cold? Actually, this patient have summer heat, but actually the condition is at very early stage. The patient also attacked by the cold condition, by the cold pathogen. So the patient will aversion to cold, no sweating. No sweating is actually we have discussed in Ma Huang Tang. Why the patient have no sweating? Because why the patient don't sweat is because the body was attacked by a cold condition. So the skin was closed. So when the skin was closed, the fluids in the body won't go out. That's also the other reason of fever, because the heat stay in the body. The patient will be thirsty and red face. Thirsty and red face is actually due to the heat. But at the meantime, the patient will have white, greasy coating on the tongue. White, greasy coating, it actually indicates the dampness in the body. So in this formula, we use Xiang Ru. We use 金银花. Xiang Ru. There's a saying that Xiang Ru is Ma Huang. Xiang Ru, the function of Xiang Ru is similar to Ma Huang, only we use in summer. So Xiang Ru can help the superficial cold, but it's not as hot as Ma Huang. Ma Huang, pungent and warm. It's kinds of herbs. It's warm herbs. Xiang Ru, it is warm herbs. Xiang Ru is not as warm as Ma Huang, so it's suitable to use here because now it's in summer and it's very hot. If we use Ma Huang, it might be too hot in this condition or at this season. That's also from this formula. That's also you can see when we prescribe the formula, we will consider the seasons. We will consider the geography where the patient live. We also will consider the climate. So even the same condition, the same patient, when they have this kind of condition, such as flu, in winter and in summer, sometimes we use different herbs because the climate, the temperature is different. So we will use different herbs here because the patient have the flu or have the fever or headache in summer in very hot condition. the climate is hot, so we will use Xiang instead of Ma Huang. Summer heat. The patient attacked by summer heat, so there's a heat and dampness. The heat, we use Yinhua Lianqiao to relieve the heat, and Houpo to relieve the dampness. So when we use this formula, we need to be careful because Xiangru and Ma Huang, it's kind of similar. If we use in weak patient or in kids, we need to be careful of the dosage. You don't use too much, you cause too much sweating, and then we will cause indeficiency. When we modify this formula, as we discussed before, that summer heat, the patient have heat and dampness in the body. So they will have heat symptoms such as fever, headache, and sometimes the tongue is red. They also have dampness symptoms such as the coating on the tongue was white and greasy. So if the coating of the patient is not severe, so the coating was thin, no white and greasy, you also can reduce the dose of Houpo, because the main function of Houpo is to relieve the dampness in the body. Thank you for watching our video today. For more information, you can visit our website.